Stop arguing with the FBAs. They ain't black, so they shouldn't be a part of the black conversation. FBAs are a contradiction. They are a whitewashed, sellout contradiction.
FBA, we gotta talk. We gotta wake up. We gotta talk. What's going on, everybody? It's your man SHAM. This is SHAM Goes Global, and as you guys can tell by the title of today's video, I will be reacting to people talking and discussing FBA. FBA? Yes, foundationally black Americans. All right, now before we get into today's video, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that hype button, baby. Let's get it in the algorithm. Let's turn up. Let's go. All right, now without further ado, let's get into it.
You just engagement forming. Man, I was already turning crops over on this old content form before I even mentioned something about y'all. You feel me? But gonna piss me off on Twitter. I'm talking about I'm ready to illustrate the reason why I'm a Hall of Fame college policy debater. I'm trying to have set speech times too. I don't want no yelling over nobody. When you talking, I ain't gonna speak over you. I ain't gonna speak to you. When I'm talking, ask for the same thing. You feel me? Which one of you FBA warriors want it, man? I'm talking about I got time. I'm a proud descendant of African slaves. I was born here in America, goddamn. My people raised the land here in America, but I do not agree with the ideology of FBA. You feel me? I think they are, as a matter of fact, my argument is FBA is white nationalism and blackface. You feel me? And my link argument to be able to make that is they pick up on shit like the great replacement theory that was manufactured by white supremacists saying the illegals is coming to replace us. How come y'all never got this beef towards the individuals that's giving the illegals, quote unquote, your job?
Stop arguing with the FBAs. They ain't black, so they shouldn't be a part of the black conversation. FBAs are a contradiction. They are a whitewashed, sellout contradiction. You cannot be pro-black. You cannot claim to be for the community while also dividing the community. That you're canceling yourself out. One, it don't add up. The math just don't math on that. You can name all of the bad experiences that you've had with Africans. You can name all the bad experiences you've had with the European reject, and the bad experiences that you've had with European reject will far outweigh as a community, not individually, because individually none of what you're talking about matter. Everything is about the bigger picture, the larger scale, but you can't seem to comprehend the bigger picture or the larger scale because you're too saturated and too obsessed with your own self-hatred, Stockholm syndrome, and trauma from these selective moments that you've had with a group of people that you don't want to like anyway. So because you don't want to like them anyway, you have to believe this certain narrative and be obsessed with this certain narrative that automatically cancels you out from the pro-black conversation. Because there are aspects of your movement that directly help and aid Klan members. And if there are aspects of your movement that directly help the actual enemy, you have disqualified yourself from the pro-black conversation. You hate yourself so much that you want to commandeer somebody else's culture. You hate yourself so much that you want to rewrite history. Who does that sound like to you? Does that sound like what black people do? No, that sounds like what a European reject do.
Talk about the rise in black American nationalism and the black American nationalist to white supremacist pipeline. Yes, white supremacist. So firstly, we've seen the Jay Versace tweet that's been resurfacing, and in response, I've seen like quite a few black Americans make videos about that and say that you can always tell an African apart from an African American. Y'all are not like us, etc., etc. And before I even get too deep into that, I really want to ask you guys, what is the purpose of making that distinction? Why are you guys fighting so hard to make this distinction in 2025? Don't tell me that is reparations, because that's a really stupid answer. And just to speak to that point, Africans are very diverse looking people. Yes, there are people you can look at them and tell they're African, just like you can look at some people and tell, oh, okay, that's a black American person. But if you go and get Africans who were born and raised in America or who moved to America at a very young age, you probably will not be able to tell. Most of you cannot, because people can't tell with me. It's literally not until you say something or until somebody sees your last name that they're like, oh. And that honestly kind of brings me to my second point of this whole thing of Africans are cosplaying Black Americans. I don't really think you guys understand how silly you sound when you say this at times, but I think it really does speak to sometimes how Black Americans, when it comes to this particular subject, some of y'all can be a little bit narrow-minded in your thinking, because what do you mean we're cosplaying? If you're born and raised in a country, you're gonna have the mannerisms of people in that country. Especially if you're raised in a country like America, where things are typically just straight segregated by race. Like, let's be real. So it's like, you're gonna have and adopt the mannerisms of the people, you know, in your community, which for a lot of people who are African but born in America, that's going to be Black American people. Like, hello. So again, I really just say all that to say, like, really, what is the purpose of this FBA movement? What is, like, why is this beneficial? And again, don't tell me reparations either, because what, you guys think that by separating yourselves from the rest of the diaspora in America, that you're gonna go back to the white man and say, hey, okay, it's us, we're the ones that deserve it, and you think that he's gonna give it to you? You're crazy.
Amazing talking points from all three of these videos. Yeah, what is the benefit, guys? I really want to know this, because I've been seeing a lot of stuff on TikTok and just social media, period, when it comes to the FBA people. Oh, we were here hundreds of years. Oh, we're really Indians. Oh, we're not from Africa. We were originally here to begin with. Okay, so what benefit do you get from separating yourself from the African diaspora? I want to know, like, what is the benefit? Is it massa is giving benefits out? Do you think that the reparations are going to come to us because we are separating ourselves from tethers? We've been here for hundreds of years already, and they've been playing in our face this entire time. So what makes you think separating yourself is going to add to that? Like, I really need to know, man. Somebody that's FBA, and I know a lot of y'all like to come in the comments, spew hatred. Oh, you're a tether. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. But you know what? I want the knowledge. Can somebody please explain to me from the FBA, what is the benefit of being FBA? Like, of course, foundationally Black American, there's nothing wrong with FBA just as a broad sense. But I'm saying, what you guys believe in, what you guys stand for, it's like, it just doesn't add up to me. I feel like a lot of people just came together and just started some shit and didn't really have a full foundation underneath it, you know? And anything for Black empowerment, I'm all for it, but you gotta make it make sense. I'm gonna keep saying that. The benefit, what is the benefit for us? What is the benefit? Because I'm not gonna lie, like, I frequently travel to Africa and I experience nothing but love from them. You know, people have given me, you know, straight game to the point where I've made money off of. They've helped me, you know? And I can't say the same about foundationally Black Americans. A lot of us, we hate each other, man. And it's sad. We'll hate on the next brother. We'll kill the next brother. We'll try to sabotage the next brother. But like I said before, I don't see what FBA has to gain from separating itself from the Black diaspora. But, hey, it is what it is. And with that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching all the way to the end. Hopefully I didn't trigger y'all. Well, this your man Sham. This is Sham Goes Global. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that hype button, and leave a comment below. And until the next one, I'm going to see y'all.